what is their perception of a teacher, but also what is the difference between the perception in Thailand and what we have in the United States.
Thanks, Gabrielle. I'm excited to tell you about my experience in Thailand. I lived and taught there for 8 years. The most amazing thing is that Thailand highly values its teachers, not just in word, but in actual compensation. So first of all, a Thai teacher must have a master's degree in education. Then they must take a government test, which is much like a bar exam. It's a very difficult test. Many people don't pass the test. They take it and take it and take it because there's such value in being able to pass it and teach in a government school. Now, government school would be like our public schools. And so once they pass the test, then they're waitlisted until a position in a school opens up because people really desperately want to teach. And so in Thailand, they're actually looking for the best, most educated, the absolute cream of the crop to put in classrooms with their children. It's that important to them. English is also taught as a second language in the entire country. Long ago, some of you may have seen The King and I, and the king hired an English-speaking teacher to teach his kids, and that just filtered on down. It was most important that he thought everyone should learn English as well as Thai. Now, a teacher, once she gets a government job, she's paid very well, paid more than doctors and lawyers and professionals, and she gets health insurance, or he gets health insurance, not only for himself, but his entire family. Mother, father, grandparents, children, and an extended family. And it's not just for while they're teaching, it's for life. So if you've got an ill parent or grandparent, they're covered by insurance for their life as long as you're still living. And it's amazing the value of health insurance where you know that your whole family is covered. Many young teachers want to go in because they have a sick parent or a sick grandparent, and they get their health insurance covered. So not only are they well paid, given free health insurance, they also can take a government loan and pay no interest. They can take a loan to buy a car, take a loan to buy a house, and it doesn't even have to be paid back while they're teaching, because when they finish teaching, they're still paid for the rest of their life. And their benefits don't stop. So the payback after they've retired could start being paid, the government loan. Since there's no interest, the loan stays the same. And so you can see how valuable it is in terms of compensation and benefits. But it's also valuable in terms of public perception. In Thailand, the king is number one. Number two is the monks. Number three are the teachers. So the level of respect from parents and children is most important. When you teach and you walk into the classroom, the students bow out of respect. They desperately want to learn, and there's no discipline problems. And for me, it was like teaching in heaven. I couldn't believe that I'd walk in the classroom, they would bow. I'd leave the classroom, or they'd leave the classroom, and as they exited the door, they would say kapunka, which was thank you. They were thrilled with their schooling, with their education. And so for me, if you asked me to compare to teaching in the US, which I also did, I don't think teachers are well respected. I don't think they're well paid. I think it's kind of like they're on the bottom of the list. Used to be an old saying that, those who can do and those who can't teach. And it was as if teachers weren't very valuable. And if you think about it, your children spend more time in a classroom than they do at home in their waking hours. And I just think that I see good and bad teachers in America. I see some teachers teaching the same lesson that they taught 20 years ago. And yet I see some teachers that are just absolutely amazing and so dedicated. And I'm not sure how to fix that. I wish I knew how to fix it.
Today, how could we help the youth with the wealth of knowledge that we possess as Rotarians?
That's an excellent question, Gabrielle. And as Rotarians, you're right. We do have a wealth of knowledge and experience and resources and global outreach. So possibly we used to do something where you'd invite a parent to the classroom and they would talk about their job and let kids ask questions. Maybe something like invite a Rotarian to your classroom is a possibility. And then the kids could ask questions, they could prepare questions. And with technology the way it is, we could do it on Zoom, or we could record short interviews that could be made available to schools. And let's build on it.